हम आ गए। So welcome back। हम बात कर रहे हैं तहा से from Projected Life Photography। इतनी मतलब खास सी बातें जो हमने सीखी हैं about what it takes to capture the most special moments in people's lives। मैं इतनी अंग्रेजी क्यों बोला मुझे नहीं पता। देसी शो है, उर्दू में बात करते हैं। So मुझे ये मतलब जानना है कि how competitive is this industry?
It actually is very competitive. As you know, everybody has an SLR now and everybody is a photographer. But you will find that people do succeed and they do distinguish themselves by things that you may not think. For example, people forget that it's not photography business, there's the business part.
Yep.
So the people who succeed are the people who are actually good at the business part.
Right.
The sales, the marketing, the handling of the leads, the customer service, everybody has challenges with that, but that's the people that stand out. So yeah, anybody can have a camera and shoot a wedding or two, but to stay in this business for a while requires some effort.
अच्छा तहा कभी कोई rivalry होती है, कि मैं भी photographer हूँ, we're in the same business, sort of, pushing and shoving?
Yeah, I mean, I've run into a couple of amateurs while shooting that, may try to kind of set their stuff up when you're not supposed to.
Right.
But in general, it's such a tight fraternity. I've been to so many workshops, seminars, meetings, and everybody is so nice to each other. Right. And not just in the South Asian community. I shoot a lot of other weddings outside the South Asian community, and it's like a fraternity. And there's this perception maybe among some Desi people that it's very competitive and we tend to be like negative about it, but I honestly haven't felt that. I work with so many other Desi photographers. I shoot for them, they shoot for me, and everything is fine and dandy.
So you mentioned that these days everyone has a DSLR, and there's a lot of amateur photographers who think that humko bhi ye business aa gaya hai. I have this little theory in my limited knowledge of photography. I think there's three elements that go into making a good shot. One is the talent, which is the photographer or the eye behind the camera. One's the equipment, jo ke camera ho gaya. And one is the post-production work. Which, according to you, is the most important aspect of these three?
I would say that a lot more goes into the photo. Okay. Things that, like lighting is of course one part.
Right.
But what is most overlooked? What differentiates a Uncle Bob at a wedding from a professional wedding photographer? Timing, interest, impact, capturing the decisive moment. It's not about having 1,300 pictures of a ring being put on. What is that decisive moment? And so a lot more goes into it, right? The technical stuff about focal lengths and lighting and flash is, honestly, I wish I didn't know that stuff until a lot later.
Okay.
So it's the aesthetic of it. Learning to see light, form, shape, color, lines, diagonals, all of these things. That's what differentiates the really artistic fine art photographers from the Uncle Bobs. Honestly, if I'm standing next to Uncle Bob and taking a photo and his picture looks just like mine, I have failed. Because, hey, everybody has an SLR, right?
Yeah.
If they cannot take a picture, what do they need me for?
Now you're talking about timing, and that brings a question to my head. That being said, obviously you've been around for a while, learn how to anticipate when something is about to happen. How does that happen? I've always wanted to know, how can a photographer predict this is going to be a decisive moment?
Well, we do a lot of planning. We get the program from the bride and groom, so we know, at least on paper, what's going to happen.
Right.
And the rest is just experience. We anticipate what's going to happen. It's all about being in the right place at the right time. We always have more than one photographer to make sure that we can predict the unpredictable.
Right.
And honestly, one of the most fun things about a wedding is a lot of unpredictable things happen, right?
True.
So I love that. That's our job. So
how hard is it to capture a spontaneous moment, though?
I find, to me, it's very natural. Like I am always looking with two eyes, one inside the lens and one outside. So I am not just stuck in my camera, right? I kind of observing what's happening. And honestly, I might be taking a photo, and because my other eye is open, I know something is happening over there, and I'll just take that shot.
Nice.
So
very nice. What's your favorite part of shooting weddings?
Favorite part of shooting weddings? I love that I am in such a decisive crossroads moment in this couple's life. Like if you think about it, when else do you become a celebrity, get to dress up, get to play an event planner, get to boss other people's around, you have your bridesmaids and your uncles and aunties visiting from all over. It's such a crucial point in their life. And to be trusted to capture that for them, I feel so honored. And I love doing it. I mean, I want to produce pictures that your grandparents can be proud of and your grandchildren can be proud of. They'll be like, hey, that's cool picture, grandma. Like,
That's sweet. What do you hate the most about wedding photography? And don't tell me nothing.
yeah. I would say the uncles who are always like, hey, beta, ye tasveer lena.
Right.
Yeah,
I
because
have to say the aunties in the food
Yeah.
line. Those are the worst. Have you ever experienced that, guys? Where you're in the line and they're just totally butting over you to get the they're harsh, I find.
yeah, I
No,
just
but that's as a guest. I think as a photographer, what he's talking about
But
is
he's
those
still gonna
aunties that are
eat,
like,
right?
oh yeah.
I just hate being like pulled
Yeah,
away
there's a
from
lot
what
of
I'm
pulling
doing.
and pushing.
Because every auntie wants her Jawan Beti's photograph taken so that koi album
Oh
mein
my
ye
You know,
God, that
it's
happens.
iska rishta aayega.
That happens a lot. I need a Facebook profile picture. Can you take a picture
Oh
of me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because where else am I
I'm
going to wear
notorious
mine?
for that too,
Yeah.
but
But now she gets all her quota of Facebook pictures
Yeah.
because yahan se bahut achhi photos mil
MustOne
jati hai.
has changed my life.
Cool.
I want to talk about what is next for Projected Life Photography. What's coming up? For
Well, we've been seeing a lot of growth. As you know, we've been, apart from our weddings, I like to do a lot of other events.
Right.
Pretty much every major South Asian event in Toronto, like Desi Fet, Masala Mehndi Mustri, Trillium Gala, Anoki, all of these, we have the pleasure of covering. And we had this big break of covering IFA as well.
Right.
Now I think I want to expand globally. I've been seeing a lot of what's been happening in Pakistan and India, the fashion scene, the wedding scene, and there are some amazing wedding designers and planners going down in Pakistan,
Right.
and even in Dubai. So I would love to get over there. We actually have some things in the works, so let's see how that works out. But
awesome.
that would be what's next for us.
Really looking forward to sort of seeing where you guys go next. What gives you your edge? I think that's probably something I want to ask you before we wrap up.
Me, us, personalities, energy that we bring. I think one of the first things that people say about us when we show up is, you guys are so energetic. You guys look like you love what you do. Like, I hope it's obvious because we love what we do. You know what I mean? Like, we go home that same night and we're looking at pictures and we're like talking to each other. Hey, dude, remember that picture that you took? Check this out. Like, we love it.
Nice.
And we love the vibe and the feedback that we get from couples when you show them their pictures.
I think just by speaking to you, the passion really, really comes forward.
Thank you.
Definitely,
Very apparent.
definitely.
Before we leave, actually, I want to end this on a funny note. Have there been any like wedding like horrible like incidents? Has there anybody been like really, really like a brat or like a diva?
Yeah. I hate to end on this note, but I was just talking about this before. We had this incident once of, I was shooting for another studio and the couple, it was a Portuguese couple, and they had just been together for like 13 years. And there was some like spark missing between them. And they wanted their first look to be really special. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way at all. The guy was just not like excited at all, and she swore at him, and it was just like the wedding went downhill from there. Like the guys proceeded to get drunk as soon as possible, and and her fantasy wedding was gone down the drain.
So this is what happens if 13 saal wait karke fir fantasy wedding kya hogi?
And उसने तारीफ नहीं की, right? That's why.
He looked at her and he had no
I
reaction.
love how I blame the bride for waiting 13 years and Nina goes, उसने तारीफ नहीं की.
All he had to do was tarif, actually.
Exactly. You know what? In this situation, women are always right.
अब जाने से पहले आप कोई गाना सुनना चाहेंगे?
Definitely, मेरा एक बहुत special गाना है. Actually, it was at our wedding. Our video, same day edit, played this song and everybody just fell in love with it. It's called Dil Gira Dafatan from the movie Daily 6.
Nice.
I'd love to hear that song.
Very nice. How can people get in contact with you?
Of course, Facebook, facebook.com/ProjectedLife. That's our page. You can check out all of our latest work there. Also, our website, ProjectedLife.com, and you can get all of our contact info over there.
तो भाई जाइए देखिए facebook.com/ProjectedLife Photography. Is that right? Projected Life Photography. भाई उनके फोटोग्राफ्स इतने प्यारे हैं कि देख के मुझे मन होता है कि यार मैं भी शादी कर ही लूँ. Honestly, that's how amazing their photography is. So take a look at it. I'm sure आप भी काफी पसंद करेंगे उनकी फोटोग्राफी को. और भाई जब take a look कर ही रहे हैं तो हमारा अभी Facebook पेज टेक अ लुक कर लीजिए आप.
Take a look at it.
क्या है हमारे पेज?
Facebook.com/MustOneShow.
और अगर आप हमें फोन करना चाहते हैं, हमारा फोन नंबर है 416-703-2182 और हमारा ईमेल एड्रेस है
info@ चलो तुम ही कह दो.
info@tv1canada.com. यार देखिए तो 3 तरीके हो गए हमसे राब्ता करने के. And of course हमारा वेबसाइट है tv1canada.com. 4 तरीके हैं just to stay in touch with us. और मकसद एक ही है कि हमारा जो रिश्ता है वो हमेशा जारी रहे. So please stay in touch.
Taha, thank you so much for being here with us. It was a great interview, wouldn't you say, Wasim?
It was fun. I think you're a great person to talk to, and your
Yes.
energy जो है ना वो it comes out. I think कि lens के पीछे जो कुछ भी हो रहा है, I think it all comes
आपने
out.
वाकई MustOne को must बनाया।
It's so great being here. Thank you so much, guys. This is like my first TV interview, and you guys are awesome.
And you're amazing.
Thank you.
We're team here.
Okay, so thank you so much, honestly, Tal, for joining
Thank
us.
you.
And of course, just like हमने कहा, stay in touch with us. Check out Projected Life Photography's website and Facebook page. और most importantly, अगर आपको मुफ्त tickets चाहिए तो हमें वो email करना ना भूलिएगा. सवाल तो हम already आपको बता चुके हैं. Towards the end of the show, we'll repeat it one more time as well. So,
लेकिन जाने से पहले email address एक और बार दे देते हैं क्योंकि you might not know, you might have just tuned in now. It's info@tv1canada.com. तो जवाब इस email address पे mail करना है.
सही. अब हम चलते हैं. तो इंशाल्लाह मुलाकात होगी. इंशाल्लाह मुलाकात होगी अगले हफ्ते. Until then, please अपना ख्याल रखिएगा. From myself, Wasim Sheikh. Assalamu alaikum.
और मेरी तरफ से अल्लाह हाफिज.
गिरा कहीं पर दफतन जाने मगर ये नयन तेरी खामोश जुल्फों की गहराइयाँ है जहाँ दिल मेरा उलझा हुआ है वही खो गया तू मगर है बेखबर दिल गिरा कहीं पर दफतन
क्यों गूंज रही है धड़कन
जाने मगर ये नयन सीपियों के होंठ से मोती छलक रहे हैं गजलों की सोहबत में गीत भी बहक रही है समंदर लहरों की चादर ओढ़ के सो रहा है पर मैं जागूं एक खुमारी एक नशा सा हो रहा है तू मगर है बेखबर दिल